Hi guys, how you doing? Tim here from Infinity. Today with another video where I look behind the lyrics of some of the lyrics that I have written for Infinity over the past few years and try and explain some of the meanings behind them, why I chose to use particular words, phrasings, or just the general meanings behind the songs and why I wanted to write them, in the hopes that I can inspire a few people like the many people that have been posting videos over Facebook and YouTube over the past few weeks that we've been in lockdown. Today we are going to be looking at the very first song that I ever wrote, actually, called Overcome. Overcome is a special song for me in many ways. We're going to be looking particularly at the chorus because Pete wrote the verses to Overcome, and I'll explain why he did that in a short while. But yeah, Overcome's a very special song to me. It was the very first song that I ever wrote, very first song that I think I heard sort of being played as a full band, which is absolutely insane. It was many years ago that happened, and it's got a special place in my heart because it's about a topic that is very close to me, and that topic is depression. Now, before we start this video properly, I am going to put out a little bit of a trigger warning here. If you do have depression, if me talking about my experiences with depression is going to cause negative feelings within you, then please do stop this video. However, I do suggest that you stop the video after you've heard the actual chorus itself, because I'll be playing a clip from the song in a second. Basically, this chorus is written directly to you. If you're that person who's watching this video thinking, yeah, I've got depression and you know, I'm not sure that I'd be able to listen to somebody talk about their experience with depression, please turn the video off after you've heard the chorus, and but listen to the chorus, look at the words, because you're exactly who I was writing this song to. So without any further ado, here is the chorus for Overcome.
Take the pain in your heart and make it a part of who you're gonna be. Take the hate that you feel and use it to heal the scars that you show to me. I know that you're ready, I can see that you're scared. Reach out a hand, we'll make it, I swear. When you do, I'll be waiting there for you.
So, I'm not going to go into sort of details with the actual way that I wrote this song or the words that I chose or things like that, like I did with Phase You Out. They're two completely different songs, and Overcome is actually very, very simple in its structure and its word choices and things like that. It is very straight to the point, very easy to understand. There's nothing in there, there's no difficult rhyme schemes or anything like that. It is very simple, to the point, and it is just me talking to an audience. So that is kind of what I'm going to do with this video. So as I say, depression is a topic that is close to my heart, and I always knew that I wanted to write songs about depression. I've written multiple songs over the course of the past 3-4 years that all relate to depression, some of which we have used for Infinity, some of which we're going to be using for Infinity in the future, some of which probably don't fit Infinity in the slightest, or shouldn't even probably be released as songs. But I always knew that I wanted to write a lot of songs to do with depression, because as somebody who has had depression for many years, depression and anxiety, I know that it was music that kind of almost saved my life. I've never been one to be thinking of suicide or anything like that, but music got me out of some pretty damn low places, and there are specific songs that are targeted to do that. You know, they are written specifically to be addressing depression and addressing people who are feeling at low points in their lives, and you know, trying to get them to pick themselves up a little bit. So examples of this, the first example I can think of, and I always think of this because it definitely spoke to me when I was younger, it was Hold On by Good Charlotte, and it's exactly that topic. It is just about holding on. Other songs include Unity by Shinedown, you've got Running in the Rain by Hinder. There's several songs out there, there's probably a whole lot more that I'm not thinking of, that specifically target people with depression, that then they're just trying to tell them to stand up, carry on with their lives and move forward. And that's what I wanted to do. And I knew that, music speaks to you in a way that just talking in this way or anything like that just can't do. You can't replicate that. If you've got lyrics that say it, it's a whole different thing to if I'm saying it to you right now. So I could speak those words to you directly and you wouldn't take a blind bit of notice of it. You put it in a song and you really do take notice of it. So that's the power of music, and I wanted to utilise that power for good. If you will excuse the dodgy, stereotypical whatever, I wanted to use that power for good. And I always knew that that was something that I was going to do. So when the first song that I wrote was Overcome, it was going to be about depression and trying to bring people out of it. So it's a very simple song that simply speaks to people's hearts and says, look, I understand you've got pain, you've got a lot of anger inside, you've got a lot of hate inside, you've got a lot of fear inside, because these are all things, particularly when you're not quite sure what's going on with your mind and your mental health, that you worry about. So I wanted to put all these in a song and say, take that pain, take that hate, take that anger and fear, and use it. They're a part of your life. Use it to make you a good person. Use it to bring you through this, and then you'll look back and you'll go, yeah, they're a part of my life. Depression is a part of my life. It has been for many years, but you will look at it as a part that has brought you to the place where you are. And it's also, I wanted to write a song that stated, basically, depression is a weird thing where you will not accept help. And for years and years I did not accept help. A lot of people would tell me about various things that I could do, and none of it worked for me. I didn't listen to any of it. And it's only when you take that first step that you then start accepting that help. So that was what I wanted to say with this song. So particularly within the last couple of lines, reach out your hand, we will make it, I swear. When you do, I'll be waiting there for you, because I know that looking at somebody and going, let me help you, they're gonna reject that. So I wanted to write a song that said, look, you take the first step towards me. As soon as you do, grab my hand, take it, and we'll make it through together. But you have to make that first step. And that was what I wanted to do with this song, is write that. I actually wrote a full song about it, but the verses were very depressing. So I wanted to do like a contrast between the positive of the chorus and then the negative during the verses of how you feel. But I went a little bit too far with the negative, and I think when Pete rewrote the verses, I don't think I ever even put the verses forward to anybody. I just put the chorus forward. When Pete rewrote the verse, he did exactly the same thing, as he talked about the negative part of it, but he put a much better spin on it where it didn't seem as negative as I was making it. So that's why only the chorus of mine got used, which is brilliant, because otherwise I wouldn't have obtained, I wouldn't have done what I wanted to do with this song. If I'd used that verse, it would have probably been far too negative during the verses for people to then get the positive out of the chorus. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do with Overcome. So it's, like I say, it's a very simple song, and it's meant to be a very simple song, where it's just like somebody just talking to somebody else. So I'm not using any overly complicated language. There's no words in there that nobody's going to understand. So it appeals to everybody, and everybody can listen to it, and it can reach them. So that's what I wanted to do with Overcome. I hope that you enjoy the song. This song has been released recently on a compilation album during these hard times, that was done by the people, by Tammy at the Rigger, called Smells Like Community Spirit, and that has been released on the Rigger's website. You can go and buy that for £5. There's 9 tracks on there from 9 local bands, all of whom have put forward, you know, their efforts in order to support the local music scene, and during this tough time, because it's going to affect a lot of businesses, and that's a huge help towards helping local venues, helping local artists pick themselves back up after all this is finished. So please go and support that. I hope you enjoy the song, and yeah, I will see you soon. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Bye.